my Black Forest cake for my birthday, my anniversary. So I have a shout out to do. Gotta make a spectacle of myself. Here we go. Okay. Shout out to Joaquin DM647. So a big shout out to Joaquin DM647. So that's your shout out, my friend. And a big shout out to the rest of you as well. I appreciate that. Also got myself a Maxwell House instant coffee. Now I can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Look at the size of that. Wow. Steaming up my mic. One of these days I want to do a comparison of Popeyes chicken burger and maybe a KFC burger. There's also a Mary Brown's out that way. They have 2 outlets now. So I gotta take another bite. This is so good. The pickles on this sandwich are a nice touch. Really nice. You know, it started raining a couple days ago, and it's been raining like crazy, just coming down in buckets. I only mention that because we've had like the driest summer on record, I'm sure. It's just been hot and dry. I mean, we saw very little rain. Not a lot of fruit on the trees. You know, the apple tree is usually loaded. Very few cherries, very few pears, very few apples. Had a few peaches, which was kind of bizarre considering the tree is so small. We call it our overachiever tree because it's a small little tree, but it produces pretty good. But my mom, her apple trees are loaded, and the one tree is really nice. Wow! So we got a big. We took one of our disposable garbage bags and filled it up with apples. You can't fill too much, otherwise it'll rip and break the handles off or something. But the rain we have now, we could use that several times during the summer. The lawns usually don't dry up until about late July, August. I'll move my bottle over here so you can see it. They were dried up around June this year. I have to admit I didn't have to do a whole lot of lawn cutting this year. A little bit, but not that much. But last night when I woke up, we have 2 big bamboos in big pots, and one of them always blows over. And I made this sort of brace for it so it wouldn't blow over, but it was so windy last night that it just blew over. Anyway, it blew the other way. Usually it blows this way, but this time it blew this way. And all the lawn furniture was all over the yard. Nothing in the pool. I thought for sure there'd be something floating in the pool, but because that's happened in the past, but it was just like everywhere. But I took the dog for a walk this morning. It wasn't raining, there was a bit of a window where it wasn't raining, but it was very overcast and very moist. I ran into this fella, he's walking his dog, and he was going, "Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this great?" And I said, "Yeah, I agree. It's so nice to see him." Now after a week or two, everybody was sick of it, but all summer long, that's all you heard from people was, "We need rain," and rightly so, because it's not just that things dry out, but there's a lot of wildfires fires and forest fires and, that sort of thing. Grass fires, whatever, right? And I'm sure you probably know what I'm talking about. So we've got some much needed rain, but I feel like I had to really learn how to drive. Because when I take off from a stop sign, so my wheels spin, because there's just so much water on the road. Unfortunately, everybody seems to be slowing down. So that's good, because you have to. And a lot of oil on the road too, that sort of thing. So anyway, I had kind of a weird experience this morning. Very, very weird. I'm gonna have to do comparisons sometime. At the north end, there's 3. There's a KFC, a Popeyes, and a Mary Brown's. So I could get 3 chicken burgers, 1 from each one. There's a Lee's, but that's at the other end of town. But I'd probably have to hit the KFC first, go to Mary Brown's, and then get Popeyes, because Popeyes, once you pull in there, you have to go down that way. You can't just pull out, right? It's just the way the road is kind of weird. So as I was saying, I had a bit of a weird experience. I record a lot of my videos over the noon hour. Sometimes the dinner hour, a lot of times breakfast, but the noon hour seems to work best for me. And so at about 11:15, no, it's Monday today. It's Monday. And I believe it's the 23rd today. Or is it 25th? Anyways, it's Monday. Whatever, 24th, 25th. Anyways, it's Monday. It doesn't matter what the date is. But, so anyways, I thought, well, I'll drive up this place called the Hungry Rooster. And it's not a franchise, it's a small pierogi place. No, I did a pierogi video last fall. And I went to that place, got some pierogies, very good, But they got this thing called a slap down. And the slap down is a grilled cheese with pierogies in it. And I thought I'd like to try that. So before I left, I checked the website once again to make sure they're open, and they're open at 10. So I thought, good. So I'll head up there. Got there at 11:15, and they're closed. I thought, oh, it's kind of weird, because I knew I checked the website. So I thought, okay. So I thought I'd head down to Wendy's, try one of their nacho cheeseburgers. Get to Wendy's, and they're closed. Now that really surprised me, because I thought, Wendy's, they serve breakfast, their drive-thru's always busy. I did a Wendy's breakfast video a couple months ago. I actually went inside and got the breakfast I wanted. So I thought, okay, well, there's 2 more Wendy's, because we have 3 altogether. There's one downtown, but I want to avoid that one because they're doing a lot of road construction down there. Didn't want to get tangled up in that. So I thought, okay, I'll drive to the one at the north end. So I drive out there, and they're closed. And I go, wow, that's weird. Oh, you know what? No, before that, no, I went to the Hungry Rooster. They were closed. Then I thought I'd go to the White Spot Triple O burger and get one of their burgers. I wanted to get maybe a breakfast burger, and they were closed. I thought, well, that's really weird because they're totally a breakfast place, breakfast, lunch, whatever. And they were closed then. I thought, well, I'll try Wendy's. And Wendy's was closed. So I thought, okay, that's really weird. Then I thought, well, I'll try the other Wendy's, the one at the north end. So I drove down to that one, and it was closed. So Popeyes is right there beside it. And they were open. I'm eating like a 3-year-old this morning. So I get to Popeyes, go and order a chicken sandwich. And there's a guy standing there, and I have to mention, I said, it's kind of odd that Wendy's was closed. And he said, yeah, I said, I noticed that too. So anyways, got my stuff and left, drove home. Just as I was getting home, there's a McDonald's that I go to. It was closed. That really threw me for a loop. Almost like the Twilight Zone. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there was some computer glitch affecting some restaurants. But then if that was the case, why not just those ones? Why not gas stations and all the restaurants, you know? It's just kind of weird. I keep thinking, is it some kind of a holiday that no one told me about? You know, the pickles on that sandwich with the mayo kind of make it like a tartar sauce. It's kind of good. I only made myself a coffee because I want to have something with that cake besides bubbly. Now, when I first saw like 1 or 2 places closed, I thought, well, maybe it's a staff shortage issue. I remember going to the mall a few months back, and there was 5 stores closed in the mall because of staff shortage. But I'll have to watch the news, see if there's something on the news about that. Because it just seems so bizarre. To be honest, it was almost kind of eerie. It was weird that these places would all be closed. I've been keeping this cake in the freezer. I gotta be honest, I'm getting a little tired of eating it. So comments. If I don't comment over the next few days, it's because I'm really busy. Linda's dad passed away in July, a couple months months ago, and she's executor. And she's been dealing with this estate. Now he lives on a neighboring island called Gabriola, which is a 25-minute ferry ride. So he's lived there since '67. And as executor, she's responsible for cleaning out the house and everything, so she's been very busy doing that. And I've gone over once or twice and helped her, so tomorrow I'm going over again to help her. So that'll be like an all-day thing. See, when I go to visit my mom, she lives, yeah, like we both live in the same town on the same island, so it's just a short drive. But with Linda's dad, with him, when he was living on Gabriola, it was an all-day thing. And if you missed the ferry, then you had to wait. And during the summer, sometimes it could get really busy, and you may not get on the ferry that you want to because it's such a lineup. So I'm going over to help her tomorrow, sort some stuff out. She's been bringing all kinds of stuff back. She's had some of her family members over there to help her. So it's a kind of a slow process. Now, if his house was over here, or if she lived over there, it'd be so much easier. But like I said, when you have to get on the ferry, first of all, you have to get in the lineup, then you have to get on the ferry, drive there, do your thing, get in the ferry line to come back. You know, it's an all-day thing. It really is. Living on those small Gulf islands could be a luxury to some people, but a bit of a hindrance. You know, if you're working, I used to work with a lady, I may have mentioned this in one of my other videos. She lived, on the same island, and we worked together, and it was always a very long day for her, because she worked a later shift. She worked from 10 till 6. So she could never stay late for staff parties and stuff like that. Or not too late, because the last ferry was around 10 something or whatever. She always put in very long days. If you live on the island and you work there, or you're retired, that's one thing. You can kind of come and go at your leisure. But if you have to work every day, man, and then sometimes, this is quite common. Oh, as an example, one time she got on the ferry got halfway and had to turn around and go back because they had a medical emergency. They had to pick somebody up, and that's quite common. Now they've improved things a bit. They've gone from the diesel ferries to the electric ones. They're like a semi-electric. They have like a small, tiny diesel motor that runs to keep the bigger motors, the electric motors, charged, and that's actually what runs the ferry. So now they have two of them like this, you know. So they hold less cars, but there's not as much weight because there's always a ferry more often. One time, I was visiting a girlfriend this is before Linda, back in 2011, and she didn't live on an island. She lived on the mainland, but me living on an island, I had to take the ferry. So I was at her place and I had to come back. I had to work the next day, and they canceled the ferry because they were short-staffed. And by law, you have to have so many people. unless you specifically are going to do something like, for instance, if I want to go to Vancouver to see a concert or something. Different story, but I mean, we got hospitals here. And most of these smaller islands have clinics and stuff. There's one island called Salt Spring, Linton. I was just there recently. And they have about 10,000 people at least. I think they've had a hospital there for years. This is that Maxwell House instant coffee, the flavored instant coffee. I'm not crazy about that kind of nice as a treat. I bought it for a camping trip we did there a couple of weeks ago. I'm so like, you know, in the evening it's kind of almost like a hot chocolate or something. You know, it's kind of nice to have one once in a while, especially on a day like today. Oh, that was an awesome sandwich. I really think I'm going to have to do a comparison test. I know I can't eat 3 sandwiches, but I can at least buy 2. You can really hear the traffic out there, can't you? I'm going to have to buy 2. I'll probably do a Popeyes and a KFC, or a Popeyes and Mary Brown's. The Mary Brown's sandwiches are really good too. Their bun is their secret weapon. I've never had a bun that fresh ever. But you know, this morning the reason I went to the pierogi place because I wanted to get their grilled cheese pierogi sandwich. I was really looking forward to that. But I'll just have to do it some other time. And there's the White Spot Triple O has these breakfast burgers I've been wanting to try. They got ciabatta breakfast burgers and that sort of thing. They got a very extensive breakfast menu. Terrible coffee though. Excuse me. Which is funny because if you go into their big restaurants, the White Spot restaurants, which is quite a big chain in Canada, their coffee's really good. The menu's very diverse. Most things are really good. I ordered pasta there once, it was terrible. But everything else, like fish and chips, are amazing. Hamburgers are second to none. But their Triple O outlets are like a scaled down version. It's a drive-through, plus there's a few tables in there. But when you order something and sit in there, it comes on a tray, that sort of thing. And it's scaled down. It's mostly just, you know, burgers and, you know, basic items. You know, I don't even think they have fish and chips or nothing there. But no, the coffee in those places, they must leave it on the burner all day because I had a coffee there once a while ago and it was not very good. You know, I still say McDonald's makes some of the best coffee. Yeah, I've kind of switched gears a bit. My bubbly for 3 years. I started drinking bubbly about 3 years ago. It was during COVID, the first year of COVID. And it was always orange. Orange is my favorite. And I tried various ones, but I really like the grapefruit. It's a good one. I still love orange, and I'll go back to it. I'm just kind of enjoying the grapefruit. It's a nice change, you know. Speaking of change, I'm kind of enjoying the change of, you know, of the seasons, you know. I got some nice fall leaves I bought. I forgot to lay them out, so I'll have to lay them out for my next video. But I plan on doing a Halloween video. And one of my viewers suggested I do one about raising my kids. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be a longer one. That'll probably be a chicken video. But, yeah, the change of seasons is nice because as much as I love hot weather, and it's been like that a lot all year, or not all year, but since about April, it's just been amazing. You know, I do get kind of tired of it. It's nice to have the changes that way and appreciate spring a lot more. I just hope we don't have too much of a brutal winter. You know, the winter's usually just like today, like really wet. But we do get some snow, but it never lasts very long. It's just that up here, we're so ill-prepared for snow that when we get it, the whole town shuts down. It's crazy. You know, living in Saskatoon, it was a way of life. We accepted snow, you know. I mean, it's so different out here because we don't get the temperatures or the snow that we did back in the Midwest. We're just not prepared for it, you know. So it's kind of fun. I've said before, like when I lived in Saskatoon, they had all kinds of, you know, road equipment to deal with the snow. Out here, then they've got one gravel truck with a blade on the front of it. Well, they got more than that, but kind of seems that way. Oh, well, I hope you enjoyed that chicken burger as much as I did, because that was delicious. That was really crunchy, and it stayed very warm. It wasn't smoking hot. I mean, it was like a 16-minute drive, right? But it was very good. It certainly wasn't cold. It was really nice. And I really like Popeyes chicken burgers. Like I said, those pickles are a nice touch. It just gives you a hint of like tartar or something when it's mixed with the mayo, you know. It's very good. Well, my friends, that was a chicken sandwich video. So like I said, keep the comments coming. If I don't respond, it's because I'm kind of busy lately, you know. Okie dokie. And hope you're all doing well in the land of awesome and staying amazing and all that. So you take care, okay? And keep those comments coming in. I love hearing from you. I love your suggestions because